The most anticipated debut of any first-year athlete in any sport. LeBron James' first shot is good.
As long as I got that 6'9" guy from Akron, I fear nothing.
That's what you're talking about.
I go anywhere.
Flight number 23.
Anytime.
LeBron James.
Nobody has ever put up these kind of numbers.
Sends it. LeBron. Yeah! You gotta be kidding me.
Nobody can keep him from the rim.
Turn the corner inside. Go! LeBron James for the lead. Got it!
Move over, Kareem. LeBron is about to be the new king of scoring.
LeBron backing him in. Turns. Shoots. Scores! There he is! All hail the new king in town!
You gonna be there?
I will be there.
Epic.
It has taken LeBron 20 seasons and over 1,400 games to pass Kareem, but now the King sits alone as the NBA's all-time leading scorer. Commissioner Adam Silver has called the record one of the most hallowed in all of sports. Shannon, how impressive is this record?
It's very impressive. To be the all-time leader in anything is very impressive, especially in basketball, because Kareem held the record for almost 40 years. Skip, it's not a record that it was broken. You know, I remember the 100-meter dash record used to be broken damn near every year, Skip. Somebody would break it and they break 10-0, and then somebody run 9-9, and then somebody run 9-9, 9 and 9-9-6 and 9-9-5. And so it just kept getting lowered. Still impressive. But when you hold a record for 40 years, I don't know, I think Gretzky hold the scoring title goals. Alexander Ovechkin might break that. Emmitt Smith is going to hold the rushing title for about 40 years, maybe 50. It might not ever get broken, Skip. Consider people don't run the ball like they once did. But for LeBron to break this record, Skip, and it's like I said, Skip, it's just not he just held on just to get the record. Look at the level in which he's still playing in year 20 at the age of 38, when most guys, especially in basketball, are starting to do this if they're still in the league.
Agreed.
Are we sure he's not still, he might not be elevating, but I can assure you he's not on the down. He might just be leveling off. He might be like a helicopter just hovering. Mm-hmm. Still at greatness.
Yep.
Nobody can say, even at 38, even with the Lakers record, can say LeBron James is not a top 10 NBA player. Mm. Nobody can say that. No matter what metric you use, he's still a top 10 player at his age. And for him to do it in the way he's done it, Skip, I can see if LeBron James was not even top 20 in assists.
Yep.
You do realize the man is top 5 in assists. He's number 1 in scoring. You're never going to see that again, Skip. You never. He was, and like I said, KD opened my eyes to this, and appreciate that, KD, when you say, man, I ain't never look at LeBron as no pass first guy.
Yeah.
LeBron was a scorer that could pass the basketball. But he passed the basketball at such a high rate. We haven't had very many guys that can pass the ball like this and score like that. Not for the consistency. Now, Skip, we do realize, like, Oscar averaged a triple-double, a 30-point triple-double. So clearly he could score the basketball and assist. But when you look at it, the average 27 points a game for a career over 20 years? If I'm not, that might be like the 5th or the 6th highest scoring average. And we're talking about over a duration of that length of time.
Yep.
That's got to be impressive. In basketball, like, I don't know if that's not the most impressive record in basketball history. The scoring record in one game was 100, and then the most points scored in NBA history. Is there any more impressive rebounds? I mean, 55 rebounds. I mean, people don't even really know Wilt had 55 rebounds in a game one time. Or, you know, 3-point shots. And that's not to discredit anything anybody's done in the sport. But I'm saying when you look at it, NBA is about scoring. Guy that scores 100 points and the guy that has the most points scored.
Yep.
So I think it's very impressive. LeBron is one of 7 men to have held the title. And when Joe Folks retired, he had the most at a little over 8,000. And to see where it's come from 8,000 to 38,000 to where it's going to be. Because, Skip, you remember now, when Wilt held the record, it was a little under 32,000, I think a little over 31,000. Kareem took it to 38. So that's another 65, almost 7,000 points.
Okay.
Let's just say, for the sake of argument, LeBron takes it another 6,500, 7,000 points. Skip, that's 45,000.
Could be.
I think when it's all said and done, when we look at the totality of it, we're going to look back like, that man had 45,000 points. Because he's not done. I believe he can stay in this sweet spot where he is right now at least another 2 years, as long as he doesn't get a significant injury.
Yep.
He plays 65, 68 games a season. Let's just say 65. Skip, he's going to put that record out there.
Okay. Allow me to second all of your emotions by framing this with a quick stat for you. Young Cam Thomas of the Brooklyn Nets has just done something that is extraordinary over the last 3 games that he has played. He has scored over 40 points for 3 straight games.
Right.
He is now the youngest to ever do that. He's 21 years and 117 days. He's the youngest ever to go 3 straight games of 40 or more points.
Right.
Was it 47, 44, 43 last night?
Right.
If we do the math on this, if we take young Cam and we say that LeBron is going to stop today and never score another point, it would take Cam averaging 40 points a game. If he averaged 40 going forward the rest of his career, which obviously is not going to happen, but it would take him averaging 40 a game for 936 games in a row.
Right.
That's playing all 82 every year for 11 plus seasons, averaging 40 points a game to eclipse what LeBron just did. Think about it. It's impossible.
Correct.
It shows you how many points LeBron James has actually scored over 20 seasons at a high clip year after year after game after year after game after game after game. It is an all-time longevity / durability record because I don't even like to talk about it. I'm knocking on wood. We spoke yesterday. LeBron not once has had a career-threatening surgery. No knees, no shoulders, no Achilles. Blessed by the injury gods to start with, and by his own hand because he was the one who kept himself in peak condition low these many years. It's why he is able to play at this level at 38. If you understand fitness and nutrition, there's no shock that he's doing it at this age because to me, 38 is young. But
not in basketball years.
Not in basketball years. I got it. So here's the irony of this. I connect LeBron and Kareem. They have one thing in common. Kareem was actually the first to ever understand fitness and nutrition, but in a very different way than LeBron did because Kareem was so counterculture coming out of UCLA. He embraced yoga before anybody really knew what yoga was.
That is correct.
And he stayed flexible and he appreciated and respected what he put in his mouth because you are what you eat.
Correct.
And he stayed slim all the way to 42 years of age. He stayed slender. Right. He wasn't a big weightlifter. He was a stretcher. And it benefited him because he avoided injuries. So he hurt himself twice. How did he played all 82 a bunch of times. He played 80 plus games 11 times. He played 70 plus 18 times out of his 20 years that he played.
That's again.
Okay. How was he doing it? Because he stretched, because he ate right, because he slept right, because he did all the things correct to take care of your body.
Correct.
And yet he missed 2 small stretches. And how did he do it? 1974, in a preseason game, he got mad about, he got raked across the eye by Don Nelson. No, wait, this is the first time around. This is Don Nelson, who used to play for those who don't remember. Yeah, he played for the Celtics. He accidentally raked Kareem across the eye, and he slammed his fist against the stanchion at the, under the basket, and broke his hand and missed the first 16 games of the year with a small fracture. And then Kent Benson was the next one. This is to start the 77 season. On opening night, he got mad at once Indiana's Kent Benson. He elbowed him playing from Milwaukee, and he hit him he decked him. He busted him and broke his own hand.
Kareem might not play for the rest of the year if he were to do that at today's time. Because Kent Benson elbowed him. He bent on like, ooh.
Okay, so he missed 20 games. So he missed 36 games with a broken hand, but it
by his own doing.
By his own doing. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't all that bad.
Right.
Okay, so the lowest games that he ever played was 62 out of 82 because of the Kent Benson injury.
Right.
Okay, now we get to the bigger picture here. You realize that Kareem has still taken far more shots. He's taken almost 500 more shots to date than LeBron has taken.
Yes.
Okay, so how did LeBron catch him? Well, the way he caught him was with the three-point shot because Kareem was 1 out of 18. So he scored 3 points from the three-point line in his entire career. LeBron has scored 6,700 more three-point points than Kareem. 6,700.
Right.
That's how you caught him. But I'm going to go one step deeper. He caught him shooting free throws. LeBron hasn't been a great free throw shooter. He's a little below average. Neither was Kareem. They're actually pretty close in career free throw. LeBron's 73.5%, and Kareem was 72.1 for a 7'2" guy. Pretty good.
That's pretty good, though.
Yeah, pretty decent. But the point is that as we speak, LeBron has shot, let's just call it 1,600 more free throws, and he's made 1,300 more free throws than Kareem made.
Right.
Why is that? Because LeBron's the greatest basket attacker we've ever seen.
Right.
LeBron is a physical player. Kareem was not a physical player.
No.
He was a finesse center who relied on the skyhook.
Yep.
Okay, the skyhook is unblockable. It's also unfoulable. Right? You can't, how do you foul a skyhook? Because he's shooting it from way up over here. Well, you can't hack him. He's too far away from you. And most people just sort of let him shoot it because, okay, it's a high degree of difficulty for most people except for him. Well, he didn't play. He didn't play with paint power the way LeBron played with paint power. So LeBron is going to get to the free throw line, look, way more than Kareem.
Right.
So how did he do it? The three-point shot was instituted. The first 10 years of Kareem, he didn't even have a three-point shot to shoot.
Didn't come in until 79.
Right? And people